Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on which corner of the world you are in. It is my honor to welcome you to this webinar. We will meet two outstanding entrepreneurs. These are leaders who stand out in their respective countries for their business achievements, commercial reach, business leadership, and international relevance. They will share and inspire us with their experience through business excellence. At the end of their presentations, remember that we will have a few minutes for questions. But for starting this gathering, it's my pleasure to receive my friend, Mr. Jesus Moran, WorldCup's founder and CEO. Welcome, Jesus.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be with you and a pleasure to see you in the distance. Welcome to Dr. Ahmed and Mr. Manoj as well. Welcome to all of our World Cup members present today. Finally, we welcome to the business people who are here to know more about us. Thank you for your time. Today, you will only learn more about our speakers' successful business excellence testimonies in their company of the insurance sector, but also you will understand more about our The BIZZ Awards. We are incredibly excited to have gathered all of you in this virtual space in our first The BIZZ webinars of many that we want to organize at least once a month. Daniel, with your permission, let me thank our production team, Wilfran, Sebastian, Jonathan, Denise, Joanna, Gabriela, Kelly. Usually our members don't believe us when we tell them that all of our events have always been produced by us. We have an excellent team and we thank you guys for your support as always. So before you present our first speaker today, Daniel, why don't we invite our guests to watch two of our latest events, Daniel. The first, as you remember, was held in San Francisco in August 2019. And usually after nominating your company and the evaluation committee decides that your company is a BIZZ winner, we invite you to any of our physical events, which normally are organized in Europe, Americas, and EMEA, which is Asia, Middle East, and African countries. So you remember this event, Daniel, in particular?
Absolutely, of course. I miss them.
Yeah, we had to postpone our 3 events last year that we organized in Lisbon, Toronto, and Doha. This year, hopefully, we will already going to do the events. But always, it's good to good memories. This is almost 2 years ago. It's incredible that the time has passed already. But always, it's good to share, especially to the companies that they are thinking of nominating their companies and they don't want to experience what a physical and work of our normally our events are, right?
Yes, of course. Yes, this year, well, we have a hope, right? We are living defined times, but I think that this year things are coming back to certain normality, and we will have the opportunity to have these gatherings again and to meet personally our members, something that, as I told you first, I really miss.
Exactly. And now it's vital that you know that this 2021, we changed the name, the BIZZ Awards, to the BIZZ Hybrid Awards. And when I mean hybrid, and what we mean by hybrid, it's that we put together virtual and physical events together. Why? Because last year, after organizing our World Cup Virtual Summit, that you're going to see it right now on the screen, we discovered all the benefits that a virtual event can bring, right? Besides, it was our first virtual experience. World Cup Virtual Summit brought us thousands of business people as visitors. We have expo of more than 50 booths, more than 20 conferences, pre-scheduled one-to-one meetings, and of course, our The BIZZ virtual ceremony. So I believe that was also a great experience, and that's the reason that we put together now our events, and we will have the physical and virtual event together as hybrid. So what do you think about that, Dan?
Well, as you told, both events have their advantages, and virtual events give us a lot of metrics, and that's very interesting but there's the physical, the emotion that the presential events is always something that we can't.
Right.
Yeah, it's not the same. But both
especially
things together
especially in our events, and I'm taking the word of Mr. Manoj and Dr. Ahmed, that they also have to share the experiences of what it's an event, a physical event done. But also, like you said, there's some benefits that you won't find in a physical event, like the metrics or the also being in the world at the same time, right? So there were always BIZZ winners that cannot travel to our events. Now they can participate now through virtually in simultaneously with the physical event. And this is something that we will looking forward to have. And of course, it will be a big success like over for our 15-year events that we normally have done. So I think, Daniel, we're ready to start our conferences. So I leave you, but we will meet at the end of the session.
Yes, of course. Just thank you, Jesus, for your words. And let's start. Let me before remember you that at the end of the presentations, we will have time for questions to answer a few questions. And also that we have available simultaneous interpretation of English and Spanish. So now let's start introducing our first entrepreneur, a leader. As I told you, Mr. Manoj Kumar Jain, he's the managing director of Shriram Life Insurance Company. Manoj Jain is the managing director also of Hyderabad and partner in Shriram Group of Companies, Chennai. During his stint as CEO at Shriram Life, he transformed the company pan-India with a consistent growth of 20% against an industry growth of 10%. Manoj has over 31 years of rich and varied experience in the financial services domain and has over 20 years in the life insurance industry. He's an MBA in marketing and Bachelor of Science in mathematics. He received recognition World Leader Business Person by World Cup Confederation of Businesses in Amsterdam in May 2019, and also the Excellence in Business Leadership Award by the World Confederation of Businesses in Washington, D.C. in July 2016. He's also on the board of several bodies and institutions, as the Indian Institute of Risk Management, at the Academic Board of Bharti Vidyapith and Indore, the board member on Indore Management Association, also an active member of All India Management Association, and served as a member in the Committee on Pension and Insurance. He served as an advisory member of the board of Birla Institute of Management and Technology in Delhi. So let's receive Mr. Manoj Kumar, introducing also the company, Shriram Life Insurance. Welcome. Let's see the video, please.
It's always to be proud to get the award, and this award we always dedicate to our customers, our 5,000 employees, and our sales agents. This award always gives a big sense of responsibility to do better in the coming years. It's a continuous, insurance is a continuous journey. Every year we try and fix the targets, and we always see that we can always exceed the expectations of our customers who has shown a big trust on a company. Good evening, everybody. This is the fourth award ceremony which I'm attending. Thanks to the organizers. It was always a very professionally well organized function. And we at Shriram Life Insurance work for the common man and provide an affordable insurance solutions for a common man in India. And this award we want to dedicate to all our 5,000 employees, around 40,000 agents, and close to around 2 million the customers. Thank you very much. Let's do better, better, and better. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Moran. It was always a pleasure to be with you all. COVID has given, I think we have not met in last 2 years, and COVID has put the entire world on the virtual platform. So the entire world is here. I'm very happy to see all my old friends. And today I'm just going to share the excellence in practicing insurance. I think you have seen my video or company video. I have a small presentation which I can run quickly. So I request if you can just move to the first slide, the previous slide, the first slide, the previous one, yeah. So this slide speaks about the entire group. As you all know, India is the country with 135 crore, 135 billion people are there, and the bulk of the population is in the lower middle class, and in the common Indian language we call that Aam Aadmi. So this picture depicts the customers whom we are serving. Please move to the next slide. Next slide. The gentleman who's there is a visionary leader, our founder chairman, Mr. R. Tyagarajan. He had a vision. He started this group close to around 5 decades back in the year 1974. And his vision was to serve the unserved, creating value at the bottom of the pyramid. That's what is a vision, and that's a foundation of the group. As I said, it's a 5-decade-old group. And today, if you see, the total group worth is around 20 billion asset under management. We are the largest financial services group in India. And we are probably the one who's serving to the common man. 90% or 95% of our customers comes from the common background, Aam Aadmi, whose the disposable income is quite less. We call that as bottom of the pyramid. And as I said, close to around 70% of India comes in that bracket. Next slide. This is what is a slide which we always feel very proud to show wherever we are. Mr. Tyagarajan, who's a selfless individual, he started this company, as I said, 5 decades back. And in the year 2013, the government of India has given him the 3rd highest civilian award, which we call it Padam Bhushan, for the exemplary work done by him, not building this great enterprise, but serving the unserved. And just to put in perspective, close to around 20 lakh truck drivers, 2 million truck drivers has taken a loan. A dream of a truck driver is always to own a truck. And this group is funding to truck drivers from last 40 years, 4 decades. And to honor that, the government of India has decided to give the award. And probably in the financial services, only 2 or 3 people have got this award from government of India. Next slide. As I said, the vision is serving the underserved and creating prosperity at the bottom of the pyramid. And other thing is people first. Shriram Group was set up with an objective to serve the common man and to give them the entire financial services product at one doorstep. Next slide. These are our various businesses. As I said, that our flagship company is Shriram Transport Finance Company, which is the largest truck finance company in India. We have another listed company called Shriram City Union Finance, which is the largest two-wheeler finance company. I represent Shriram Life Insurance. In India, there are 24 life insurance companies are working. One is the government public-owned company and 23 private sector company. And Shriram Life Insurance is a 15-year-old company. And as I said that we have close to around 10 million customers, 2 million policy holders whom we have sold the insurance policy. But if you see in the group, we have a stockbroking company, we have a large general insurance company, where again, it's a very highly profitable company. And the entire group, as I said, moves around the common man. How we can create a value at the bottom of the pyramid. Next slide, please. These are certain statistics on the group. As I said, the asset under management is around around 20 billion. So you can understand the size of the company. We have close to around 20 million customers in the entire Shriram family. We have close to around physical 4,000 branches across country. We have close to 90,000 employees working with Shriram Group, and we have close to around 350,000 marketing agents who are the who takes our product to the nook and corner in India. Next slide, please. As I said, that we are 46-year-old company serving to the common man, enabling and fulfilling their dream. Just one example which I said, that each truck driver is having a dream to become a truck owner, and as Shriram we help them. And then we, over a period of time, we have worked the various innovative business models, and this COVID has given us another challenge for us, that how we can reach to our customers through virtual mode. So financial inclusion and social purpose, this is what is defined the Shriram brand in India. Next slide. Now, the business excellence, why we are in business, why anybody should be in business. These are certain pillars like profitability and creating shareholder value. If I'm in business, the business has to be profitable, it should be sustainable, and all stakeholders who has invested money, it should create value for them. Of course, you should have top line growth. You should create a market. We in Shriram call as a niche market. You should have a market capitalization, and you should have a customer satisfaction. If your customer is not happy, then your business will not flourish. But in our view, the above of all these above are an outcome of business excellence, and they're all incidental. Our chairman always says, you take care of your customer, you build business, your profitability, everything will fall in place. Don't run on profitability, run on customer satisfaction. Build a niche business, which we are building, and more particularly in Shriram Life Insurance, 98% of our customers come from bottom of the pyramid. Next slide, please. As you all know, insurance, and particularly life insurance, is a very, very long-term in nature. The companies or the group which are having a deep pockets can only think of coming in the life insurance business, because the break-even of any life insurance business comes only after 10 years. We always say insurance is not a relay race, or it's a marathon. You have to keep on working, and worldwide, if you see, the oldest businesses are insurance business. There are companies across the world which is around 200-year-old, 250-year-old, 300-year-old. Our own partner Sanlam is around 110-year-old company. It should be sustainable, it should be scalable, cost efficient, and there are two more important things which comes particularly in life insurance, that the value of new business. The business which you are signing today is really going to be profitable over a period of time, and the embedded value which we call is the present value of our future business. Now, so as an institution, every action decision has to be taken keeping in mind the long-term view. The other thing which is very peculiar to the Shriram Group, the top leadership, the CEOs, the CFOs, the MDs, the chairman, the top line leadership are somewhere connected, and they are the partner in the long term. So the leadership at the top is quite stable. Just to give an example, I'm now completing 13 years with the group. Probably in my peer group, I may be the youngest, because there are people, my other counterpart, Dr. Akila Srinivasan, is there as a participant in this forum. She has joined as a management trainee in the group, and she retired as a managing director with the company. So the people join from a long-term perspective, and especially if your leadership at the top is stable and they have a long-term view and their long-term interest is aligned with the business, then you will build a business not for a short term, you will build a business for a very longer horizon. Next slide, please. So what is our approach to business? like any other business, we have a customer segment. We have to see what the customer want. Then India is a vast country, 135 billion, 600 districts, 5 lakh villages. Then we have to see which geography we should reach and at what cost, whether my distribution model is sustainable, whether I'm reaching out to my target customer. And as I said, life insurance is for everybody. From a president of India to a common man in India need life insurance. It should be cost effective, and most important, the post-sale service. When the customer require a money, when the customer is looking for a life insurance company, the company should be around. And I'm very happy to share that in Shriram Life Insurance, close to around a large portion of our claims we now are settling in 12 hours itself. So that's what is our vision, and that's what is our approach to the business. Next slide, please. We can just skip this and go to next slide. Yeah, we can go to the next slide. Yeah, this is what I said, that India is a large country, and if you see here the population, we have put it in perspective. If you see a large portion of a customer household are in 1 to 5 lakhs income bracket, they are around 129 million. They are the large customer, and that's what Shriram Group is focusing, and more particularly Shriram Life Insurance is interested, and our job is to reach to them at a very, very reasonable cost, and we can offer a value to them. Next. This is what is the income distribution. As I said, we have affluent people, we have upper middle class, we have middle class, but a large portion of the Indians, their income is between 1 to 5 lakh rupees. Those are the customers who are most vulnerable, whether this COVID time or whether it's any other time. And they are the people who need insurance more. And among 23, 24 life insurance company, probably 2 or 3 companies are only focusing on this segment, and we are one of them, and probably we are the market leader in that particular segment. Next slide. This is, I have put it all 23 companies which are working in India, and I'm very happy to say that we are the 8th largest private life insurance company in India, and probably the 2nd in that customer segment, working and serving entirely for these customers. Next slide. And as I have always said, that we have the highest rural focus at 45%, and large population are staying in that particular market. And probably every second policy which we are selling is selling in the rural India. Next. Next slide, please. This is more particular about, just go back. We have in Shriram Life around 500 branches. We have close to around 8 lakh customers, and we have close to around 5,000 employees, and we have a large agency force who's selling and reaching out to a common man in India. Next. Next slide, please. These are the couple of innovations, technology innovations which we have done. That 60% of our business currently is coming through digital mode. So if in a remote village, any of our agent want to sell insurance, he can finish the entire sale paperless. As I said, claim settlement, we have just introduced a 12 hours rapid claim settlement, and that we are doing. And for our customers, we have launched an app called Sri Mitra, which a customer can just do whatever is required to be done on a click of button. Next. Next, please. So just to sum up, as I said, that our journey is just beginning. The market is huge. The penetration of life insurance in India is just 3.5%. it's quite low. And the market is huge, and India topography is also quite large. And as I said, we have just scratched the surface, and there's a long way to go. Next. That's all. So that's all from me. As the time doesn't allow, I think I have overshooted by some 5. I'll leave some part for later on for the question answers. And I think I just want to summarize that Shriram Group is a large financial services group operating from 5 decades in India. We are here to serve a common man for his all financial needs, whether it's life insurance, general insurance, fixed deposit, financing, two-wheeler financing, anything what he wants. It's just a one-stop solution. And we are doing this tirelessly from last 5 decades. And I'm sure, as I said, this we have just scratched the surface. We have a long way to go. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you, Mr. Manoj. And please stay with us until the end. We will have time for a few questions and answers. Remember, you have a section Q&A at the bottom of the screen. And let's continue then presenting our next leader, our next entrepreneur, Mr. Dr. Ahmed Salahuddin. Dr. Salvadin is the President and Chief Executive Officer of Standard Insurance Consultants Limited, is a successful chartered insurance practitioner and real estate investment advisor with track record spanning over 4 decades experience in the global insurance marketplace and a frontline leader in placement and management of various insurance risks, including but not limited to oil and gas, aviation space, special risks like kidnapping, ransom, marine hull cargo protection and indemnity, construction and operational, etc., etc., etc. He piloted Standard Insurance Consultants Limited from its inception to become a top insurance and reinsurance brokerage firm for over 40 years. He's also the President and Chief Property Investment Advisor of Signature Globe Real Estate from Dubai, a multinational real estate company with headquarters in the heart of Dubai and associate offices across the globe. He's an associate member of the Chartered Insurance Institute of London, a fellow of Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, and a fellow of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. He's also an alumni of Commonwealth University BIZZ, where he bagged Doctor of Management, specializing in insurance, and a fellow of Commonwealth Academy of Leadership and Management. He was honored by the World Confederation of Businesses with the World Leader Business Person Award in 2017, 18, 19, and 2020, among other beneficiaries from all over the world. Let's welcome Dr. Ahmed Salahuddin presenting this video, please.
Now, it really means a lot to me because in Nigeria, as I said, we have about 186 million people as a population, and then to be recognized among that population, I think is something very wonderful. Yes. Yeah, the peak of success really is to be doing everything right. In my company, we are doing everything right. And then we are following the business, like professionalism, we are a firm of insurance consultants. We provide insurance solution for the large economy, both in oil and gas, aviation, marine, life, and everything. So that's what we do. Good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Ahmed Salahuddin. First and foremost, I have to appreciate the World Cup for the excellent arrangement you have done. Last year, I had the opportunity of attending in Dubai. That was great, but I think this is greater. So thank you very much in the first place. This award or this honor is not only for me and my family or my company alone, Standard Insurance Consultant Limited, but I wish to dedicate this award to my great country. My country, Nigeria, is a blessed country with a population of 186 million people, the large populous country in Africa, the 7th populous country in the world, and economically, Nigeria is very buoyant. I therefore take this opportunity for all of you to come and invest in Nigeria. either in agriculture, mining, oil and gas, and many other things. Thank you very much for this award. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. I'm a BIZZ winner because I think the World Cup have done a lot of investigation about our company, what we do, how do we do it, are we doing it right? And I'm sure those who have been doing it right, that's what you are recognized, and which is very good indeed. I appreciate that.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله رب العالمين. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the World Cup team. Starting with President Jesus, World Cup executive members, invited guests, professional insurance colleagues, and my co-speaker, Mr. Manoj Jain from India.
Thank you.
To my Muslim brothers, and I say Salam Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Ramadan Kareem. My name is Dr. Ahmed Salahuddin. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for Standard Insurance Consultants. The Standard Insurance Consultant, as introduced by Daniel, have been providing insurance solutions over the last 40 years, not only in Nigeria, but on international level. My task of today, as a professional broker, is to present to you, that is what the World Cup has given to me. How do we achieve excellence in practicing insurance business? As I see it, I am not talking about my company today. I'm just talking generally, overview of how to attain excellence. Therefore, from now, the time given to me is very short, but I will try to run off very quickly, because my objective is just to make sure that our audience, who appear not to even know what insurance is all about, I want to really put something in that way. I'll be talking to you through my slides. And my objective are as follows. Understand the importance of insurance as a risk management element. For us to understand financial products and responsibility requirements. Understand the parties involved in insurance practice generally, whether it's general business, whether it's aviation, whether it's life insurance or otherwise, any insurance business. I would like to touch again the role of parties in insurance business. That is to say, insured, insurer, intermediaries. I want us to understand the services of an insurance broker, like Standard Insurance Consultants, understand the benefits of appointing an insurance broker, understand how to achieve business excellence in insurance itself. Therefore, I go to the topics which I want to do or give you this afternoon. In view of the objectives of my presentation, here are the topics I'll be discussing with you. Importance of insurance as a risk management element. Insurance financial product and responsibility requirements. Insurance practice. This is a three-legged race. I will discuss that. The role of parties in insurance practice. How to achieve excellence in insurance business. This is very key. How do we achieve excellence? Firstly, a lot of people don't understand what insurance business is all about. And it's good that I should touch briefly that importance of insurance. To be honest with you, without insurance, I don't see what we can do economically. Because from an individual, from family, from business prospect, and everything, insurance is key. Without insurance, it'll be very difficult to have a business going. Therefore, the necessity of business activity and enterprise is there. There is a need for protection against potential financial losses or liability as a result of unexpected events, protection of the nation's wealth. This is very important. Lessen the effect of catastrophes. All of you will understand. You have heard of several hurricanes, tornado, flood, all over the world. Therefore, what is the principle of insurance to lessen all these catastrophes? Very important. And insurance itself is just a risk transfer mechanism. Transfer the risk, the unfortunate people, which are fewer, so that it will be created in such a way that the large people who contribute business, they can make sure they put that person in the same position he occupied before the law. That means you have to love yourself and to love your neighbor. Without insurance coverage, the private, public, commercial sectors of the economy will be unable to function excellently. For example, I can give you some events. Look at Evergreen container ship grounded in the Suez Canal in March 25, 2021. Losses as a result of that Evergreen vessel, container vessel, has reached about $805 million as I'm speaking to you. And I'm sure this will overshot to up to 1 billion at the end of the case. Let's now look. I mean, that is only about 30 ships that are affected, who are blocked because of the loss of revenue and other things. Look at COVID-19. COVID-19, yes, COVID-19. People don't look at it properly. Loss of revenue due to total lockdown, e.g., business houses, manufacturers, restaurants, and many others. They've lost a lot of revenue. 2, production of vaccine now, the same COVID-19. Pharmaceutical organizations around the globe, particularly the advanced world, including but not limited to India, they are providing vaccines for the whole world. The issue is, we don't know what is the short-term implication of this vaccine. We don't know what is the medium term. We don't know what is the longer term. And I can assure you, if at the end of the day, you will see a lot of people submitting claims for one reason or the other. Therefore, the pharmaceutical organization producing the vaccines, one way or the other, they must have what is known as product liability insurance. You look at it again, the cruise ship industry, they've lost a lot of money because of this COVID-19. I will still talk about even the physical damage. There is the grounding of Costa Concordia of 13th of January 2012, which is estimated about $2 billion only for a simple reason. Maybe the captain made a simple error, and that is in Italy. And now look at oil and gas spillages. The Amoco Cadiz oil spill of March 16, 1978. The loss is estimated to be 155 million. Look at BP Deepwater Horizon oil spill of 28th of April 2010. All these are fresh in our memory. The estimated loss of that will be about $65 billion in compensation to people who relied on the Gulf for their livelihood. Again, when you look at automobile manufacturers, series of compensation for vehicle recall. For example, Toyota, I don't want to mention too much name, you know that already. You look at aviation industry, the recent challenges of Boeing 737 by Boeing, they are suspended. A lot of money has been lost in that something. Therefore, me, I can tell you that without insurance cover, I don't see how the economy can function. Again, financial products and responsibility requirements. First and foremost, if you are selling any item, you must be able to understand what the business is. Insurance products are in many places. Insurer, they buy themselves for payment of legitimate losses to policyholder in case of any. Insure, pay a premium payment as a contribution for risk assumptions. And there's a reinsurance mechanism that is within this a big subject, because an underwriter that assumes a risk, you have to look about the capacity. After looking at the capacity, retaining that portion, it will pass it to other insurer, because insurance in itself is a business of risk transfers, so that at the end of the day, only one person will not be affected. Again, as per my slide, technological development in the world is going on. There is space exploration. I don't know whether you remember David ransom of aviation. There is advancement in medicine. Because of the advancement in medicine, you can see what is really going on. Medical is getting more and more expensive. It's very expensive, and that is why majority of countries these days make it mandatory that individuals should have what is known as medical insurance cover. I've told you already about automobile manufacturers. I've told you about aircraft already. I don't need to deliver you about that anymore. Now, let me explain the financial requirements. I discussed some examples. For instance, Motor Insurance Act. All over the world, whether you like it or not, there is the need you maintain what they call the minimum insurance act. What it means is very simple. You don't have money, you have a jalopy vehicle, and for one reason or the other, maybe your brake fail or whatever happens, you smack a Rolls Royce. That's a lot of money, number one. Or while you are driving, you knock somebody down. The liability which is going to arise from that is very enormous. Again, product liability insurance cover. This is good. This is very important. And judging it from hospital. Hospital must put in place medical malpractices insurance. Mr. A or Y go to the hospital. The doctor made a mistake, forget an instrument, either in the womb or somewhere. That's a lot of liability. And that is why insurance company came out with professional indemnity, which is known as error and omission as the case may be. Let's now go back to leaving the bank. These days, everybody wants roof on their heads. You want a house. There's nowhere you can get a car. But the mortgage company prefer that you come to them at an arrangement of paying some interest. Then you get the money, buy the houses. But incidentally, a lot of things will happen. The person who buy or who bought that house may die prematurely. Death is inevitable. Everybody will die. What is going to kill anybody out of all of us is what we don't know. The date, the time, and everything. But in case you have a mortgage protection insurance cover, even when the breadwinner dies, the policy will pay it over. I'm telling you, my speaker, my partner will understand when he's talking about life insurance cover. Therefore, it's very important. Insurance is important. I told you already, insurance is a three-legged race. How is it three-legged race? Let me explain. There are three parties to it. The insured, the insurer, who is a risk carrier, the intermediary, who is a broker. Those are the three principal major. Insurance intermediary serves as critical link between the risk carrier, which is the insurer, and the client, which is the insured. This is very key. Now, role of the parties to achieve an excellent business practice in insurance. It is key for the three parties involved to understand their role. Now, let me now jump to their role. What is the role of a professional insurance broker? If I may ask you. Insurance broker is an impartial advisor, is appointed by the insured, is an advocate of the insured, not the insurer. Can bind the insurer, which an agent cannot do, must be fast technically in insurance practice. In fact, in my own country, you cannot assume the post of a chief executive of an insurance company or insurance broker or loss adjuster unless you have a minimum qualification. That is very key. The broker is a mediator, also is a moderator. He evaluates information presented by the insured to ensure that claims are settled promptly as when due. Again, a broker should be aware client's need and requirement. You have to know what is the business of the client and gear it to whatever product you can introduce. A broker must know what is the prevailing situation of the environment of its surroundings or the country. How the marketplace, what is political situation? Is the political situation conducive or not? What is the economic situation? And what is the social issues? All these are very, very important for brokers to understand. That is very important. The forces today in the market. Your insurance broker is a major deciding factor to the selection of your risk carrier. I'm just trying to explain to you that you need an insurance broker, professional insurance broker. It is the duty of the broker to ensure that risk carriers, those are underwriters, with whom they place insurance are financially secured. Security of insurance company is very important when placing insurance business. And look at the diagram I'm showing you. Insurance broker, it's not a post office. It's not to be silenced. It's not a pushover. In a world with no insurance broker, look how it sits. Insured, insurer, you can see the insured in one part, the underwriter on the other side, carrying portfolio, which is the policy. What it looks like to you, you will see. Now look at it. There was a claim, and the insurance company put one eye one side. On the other hand, is telling the policy holder, I'm sorry, you cannot get this claim. Why? Because you have infringed maybe one warranty or the other. Take for instance, if you insure fire with the company, fire insurance, maybe the policy says you should have what is known as fire extinguisher. And at the time of the loss, the fire extinguisher is not there. The insurance company will look other way, and that's why you need to get a very good professional insurance broker. What is the role of the insured? Well, the first thing to embark the principle of utmost good faith. Utmost good faith is very important in insurance because the product is very visible. You are insuring something that you don't see physically in the first place. Sometimes you may go and do a sort of survey or whatever. That the insurer must observe the principle of physical and moral hazard. What do I mean by physical hazard? If you are working in a factory, you must make sure that your factory is clean. You put fire extinguisher cases in place just to make sure your behavior should be as if to say you are not insured. And your moral hazard must be impeccable because moral hazard is very key in insurance. You are not going to be the person who wants to set fire in his house before you want to collect insurance money, or set fire on your motor car because you want to collect money because your car is old. Payment of premium is a condition for the insurance cover. There is the need that your premium is paid as when due, particularly at renewal, you need to pay. Immediate report of incident that may result into a claim. If there is any incident, you have to report it promptly to the broker who will pass it on to underwriter. Providing necessary documentation for claim processing. This is where there are a lot of challenges. You must be able to prove your case that actually this incident that happened is within the terms and conditions of the policy. Finally, the insurer has to cooperate with surveyors, laws adjusters appointed by the insurer to investigate the claim. Now, we now come to the master. The insurer, which is the risk carrier. What are the responsibility? Its first responsibility is to liaise with the professional broker to obtain relevant information about the proposed risk. Determine the appropriate premium, often receive all the detailed information about the rate. Preparation of policy wording, terms and conditions. This is very key because it's the agreement between the two parties. Adequate capitalization of insurer is key because if an insurer is not adequately capitalized, financially it may not be secure. Therefore, it is very necessary that insurance organization must be well capitalized. A good underwriter must put in place reinsurance mechanism, which I've mentioned earlier. It is very important And this is where I think it's very key to achieve business excellence. Insurance should do that. Above all, the challenge that everybody is having all over the world is that settlement of claim is delayed, settlement of claim is not honored. But when you look at it properly, the prompt settlement of claim is very key because it's the one that improves the images of the underwriter. And this is a very good example when you go to Lloyd's of London. I've mentioned so many losses that have happened. I've mentioned the recent ones. All those things, they settle the claims. Therefore, everybody has confidence in the insurance sector. Insurance sector is very, very key. Achieving business excellence. In order to achieve excellence, business practice in insurance, I have come up with a simple model, which I call IBE model. Insurance Business Excellence Model. I will explain to you about that. Now, achieving business excellence in insurance. Excuse me, that is the road to excellence. The first thing, I've told you that again, there is the issue of utmost good faith. There must be faith. There must be trust. The foundation of insurance is based on trust. Right away from 9th century, 10th century, is trust. Insurance is even more important. Utmost good faith, grammar per day. You go and check, it's very simple, but it's very key. The second one, according to that round, as shown there, understanding what the insured business is. Is it a motor manufacturer? Is it a freighter? Whatever it is, you have to study it very well and make sure you know the business very well so that necessary products can be done so as to gear the business. Competitive pricing. In any business, price is very important. You see, insurance is just a marketplace. Like you go to any market or any supermarket. Excuse me. You go to the market, you look at it, you look at the pricing. Is the price okay or not? If the price is okay, you pick it up. If it's not okay, you go somewhere else and see the price. Therefore, if any insurer wants to do excellent in business, the price must be very, very competitive. Again, when you go back, putting appropriate policy terms and conditions in place. That is very important. Whether you like it or not, you have to be sure that the policy you are taking from the risk carrier or underwriter is meant for the intended purpose for the insured, so that there should not be any gap in the insurance cover. The insurance cover must make sure it satisfies the requirements of the insured. Therefore, putting appropriate policy wording, terms and conditions in place is very key. Finally, I said it earlier, prompt claim settlement. This is where standard insurance consultant is different. At standard insurance consultants, if you come to us to do your business, we are sure, confident that if you have a legitimate claim, standard insurance consultant take it as priority that claims are settled promptly for our client. This model, it is properly followed. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to have taken your time, but I feel it is better for us to understand what insurance business is all about. Not everybody understands insurance. Majority of people believe that insurance cover available is only motor insurance. far from it. There are a lot of sophisticated insurance, and that is why you need a broker, you need an excellent model, and what I've said now, what I've given to you now, achieving business excellence in insurance business in time of my model is what I'm there, and this is excellent. Now, I have to thank you for taking your time. I try to rush it over, not to take much of your time, but I feel you should be able to understand what insurance is all about. I'm sure you must have some questions, and if you have questions, please, Dennis, let me have it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Excellent. Thank you, Dr. Ahmed Salahuddin. Thank you for your words. And as I told you before, now we have a few minutes for questions. I've just seen a couple of questions asking Mr. Manoj to tell us how to represent your business in Colombia, in South America.
Yeah.
We love to do business across the globe, but unfortunately, the license of selling insurance we have only in India. So if we want to sell in other countries, probably we have to apply for the licenses there, then only we can sell. Having said that, but if the Indians are staying there and they want to buy insurance of our company, they can buy life insurance from us.
So excellent. Well, it seems that we don't have any more questions. So in that case, what I want is to thank to Dr. Ahmed Salahuddin and to thank Mr. Manoj Kumar for their words, for sharing with us all their experience, years experience with successful in your countries. These are both recognized members of World Cup's organization, and thank you very much. I don't know if you want, Mr. Manoj, if you want to have some final words, please.
No, thank you, World Cup. Thank you, my other co-speaker from Nigeria. Thank you very much, and thank you for the audience to listen. Insurance is a very, very vast subject. It's very difficult to cover in just 20 minutes time. Whatever in a simple way I could have, I have tried to cover it. But my request to each one of the participants who are listening, it's must. The COVID has told each one of us that we should have sufficient life insurance, we should have sufficient medical insurance, and we should have sufficient general insurance. It's required because life is very uncertain. The COVID time has told all of us that. So wherever you are, whichever country you are in, you must have sufficient insurance cover. So if in the case of any eventuality or any medical urgency, the insurance policy is there to look after you and your well-wishers. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you, Mr. Manoj, and Mr. Ahmed Salahuddin, please, your closing words.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dennis. I think I appreciate all your efforts. I appreciate it very well. And I think it's more educative to understand insurance basically. And like my colleague has said, whether you like it or not, you must put one form of insurance in place one way or the other. It's very important. There's nothing you can do without having insurance. But to let you know, let me tell you about standard insurance consultants. I mean, anybody can go to our website, what we do, how do we do it, and then now we have been, performing for over the last 40 years. I think, remarkably, I think things have been very, very well because we are professionals. We employ qualified personnel. We pay too much attention, priority to claim settlement, and we have offices, associate offices around the globe in China, America, maybe London, and some other places. So we are there for anybody if you want to use our professional services. And with our long standing in the insurance business, I think I would welcome you to come and do business with Standard Insurance Consultant Limited to take a lot of things by you with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Salahuddin. It has been really nice to see you again. I'm very glad to see that you are fine and you are always with that energy and passion about your business and about changing your countries. Thank you very much. I hope to meet you soon again in one of our future events. Thank you very much for joining us.
When are you coming to Nigeria, Dennis? When are you coming to Nigeria?
Well, it's in the schedule. Huh? That's something that we really want to visit your country and to organize an event there.
Yeah.
So maybe next year, maybe.
No, Dennis. As I always say, there's perception everywhere all over the world. There is a lot of perception. Nigeria is very excellent. Come, let people come and invest in Nigeria. Come and see us.
Absolutely. Jesus,
I will take your invitation, Dr. Ahmed, and we'll definitely go to our director. It's always good to see you.
Thank you very much. Jesus, I appreciate you so much. What of the lady? I mean, what's his name?
Dennis.
The senior lady, right? our usual.
Nancy. Yes. We have to. We have to arrange a trip of our directors to go to first stop Nigeria, second stop India. So that's definitely that will be a promise. Thank you. I just wanted to thank you for your time, for letting us know more about your business, your successful business. We have a lot of participants, not only in Zoom, but also in Facebook and LinkedIn, in YouTube. So thank you. We really appreciate that you have started this webinar process that will take one month after month, also to with other sectors. So this is a great example how to do it well. And I hope that we can meet. I know that we're meeting with Dr. Ahmed in Qatar, right, in November. Right, so definitely we will see you there, and of course, Mr. Manoj, whenever we can meet, it will definitely be an honor. Also, as always, we have met in the past. So thank you, Daniel. You can close the webinar.
Thank you. Thank you
very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank to all our viewers and all who join us in this presentation. I hope you're happy with the presentations of our successful leaders, and I hope to see you next in the future next. Please stay tuned with Workup to joining us in future webinars and events. Thank you very much. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.